the business is facing a series of challenges, let's say, and quite often we will sit on those challenges because they're too big. It's like, we need to get into digital retail. It's like, oh, that's huge. Let's leave that till next year, right? Let's work with that example actually. So we never really get to the hub. We might go off and do some, spend millions on some consultancy work or whatever else, all those kind of things. And actually, what I say to organisations is, firstly, shift your thinking away from problems, right? Turn them into puzzles. And what I get people to do, so obviously, one thing, say we wrote a book about this, Hacker, Maker, Teacher, Thief, these 4 skills in creative superpowers. And actually what getting businesses to do is hack these big challenges, break them down into small puzzles. So effectively you have, 10 puzzles that say, these are the things that are stopping us at the moment from getting more into digital retail. So which of the puzzles do we really want to solve? Which are the ones that we're falling in love with, and which ones do we really want to solve? And you go, these 5. These are the 5 that we're going to go and solve. And then, rather than go off and get your, whole load of people to go, all your, McKinsey's or whatever to go and do all the work for you, speak to your people. Yeah. Because in the first instance, it doesn't matter if you're a big or a small organization, there will be people in your organization whose life, for example, evolves around digital retail, i.e. they're shopping on, ASOS or something. You start by working with those people and understand, and cross-departmentally, by the way, this idea, I call it radical collaboration. It's like somebody might be in finance, somebody might be from the shop floor, somebody might be, in another country doing something completely different. But you bring all those minds together and you start to figure out, okay, this is the puzzle we've got to solve. Where are the 4 corners that we can start to work from? And how do we fill the puzzle meaningfully? And then you start with some small actions. And the more actions that you do, the more you make, the more you put out into the world, the more feedback you get, the better your output is. Yep. And that's the kind of process that I think that businesses are going to have to start going through right now. We're in a massive experiment, right? I mean, if you think of me, I speak to lots of businesses and they're a bit nervous about experimentation. It's like, well, this is effectively a government-sponsored experiment, right? Nobody anywhere at any time in the world would have said, for example, that idea of working from home or flexible working, tell you what, why don't we just let everybody do it? No business would have ever signed up to that 2 weeks ago, right? And I work with lots of businesses who say we must do something about helping people work differently and everything else. Some do it really well, others are quite reticent. Now everybody's got to do it.
Yeah.
So it's a huge experiment. So if you're not now looking at this experiment as a way to learn and understand from your people what's working for them and not, then you're really missing a trick.